Hello, this is Mike, NoStressMike.com. Alrighty, I'll tell you, what I want to talk about this time is leadership, and that's the leadership in you. I've noticed we all have leadership capabilities. We all do, and we tend to not use these abilities. We don't want to. And I want to try to clarify why that is. Now, to start with, if you've been watching any of my videos, you pretty much figured out by now I'm not an equal rights kind of guy. And not only I don't believe men and women are equal, but I don't believe all of us are equal. My work has shown me everybody is completely different. And so I want to try to explain what's going on this. And really what I want to talk about is the equal rights between man and woman. And that has really, it's really destroyed our nation. Now I'm not sure if it was planned or this is just the results of what it is. I think a lot of it is the results. And the reason I say that is whenever a group of people lose their independence, lose their abilities to be self-reliant, that is, that's a good sign that things are going to go bad. Now, I don't really want to go into why and how this all got started. But right now what I want to talk about is everything. These are all symptoms of what happens when a society thinks everyone is equal, especially man and wife. What I've noticed is, if you know, I told a story about how I believe God created man and then he created woman. I'm not going to go into that again. You're going to have to go look it up, check it out. But what happened is once we decide everybody is equal, the man has kind of set back and just, he doesn't do much of anything now. It was first noticeable, I noticed it through history with Africans. They lost their rich culture about the man being the man, woman being the woman, and when that happened, that's when the divorce went crazy and everything went bad. Welfare is a good example. Nowadays, that same mentality has gone through all of the nationalities, and so now it's not just the blacks on welfare, everybody's on welfare. No one wants to take responsibility, no one wants to take the lead. And as a man and woman, when they come together and they choose to start a family, the man has to stand and take the lead. When he doesn't, you have an equal rights kind of thing, you get a 60% divorce rate and climbing. And not only they don't get not only the divorce, but a lot don't even get bothered to even get married. They don't even want to commit to the marriage, the man or the wife. They don't want a commitment. They're not even, they want to keep, the man wants to lead and the woman wants to lead, or the man doesn't want to lead and the woman doesn't want to lead, so neither one of them want to make a commitment. And that's how everything has just gone to hell. But the thing is bad, we've gone through this so many generations now that the children have grown up looking. Okay, we'll look at the small boy looks at the father. The father does not stand in the leadership role. He's weak. He doesn't make decisions. The man and wife should go off somewhere. It's none of the kids' business when the decisions are made. So the man and wife go somewhere and they talk about what's going on. So then they agree with something with the man's leadership. And then they do it. The children, they see the man as taking the lead on this. They don't see the man and wife arguing. Maybe they'll argue sometimes, but most of the time what they see is the man taking the lead. So the young boy knows his role is to be in the leadership position. Now once you get in that leadership position, it can go anywhere with that. And that will be, like I say, in the family for sure. You got to lead in the spiritual. Show the family as the man what kind of spiritual leader he is. Because in the family, the man is the spiritual leader. If he chooses not to take that role, the boy will think he's not supposed to take that role. And the worse yet is the young girl in the family. What is she going to look for in a man? She's not going to look for a leadership type man. She's going to look for a weak man because that's what her father appears to be. The father doesn't take the lead, so she's going to look for another man that's weak and won't take the lead. And then here she is, she wants to be equal, just like the mama's got equal. In which that's why everything is weak. The family unit is weak and broken down. And so what I'm saying is you have to take the leadership. The man has got to take the leadership in the family. That doesn't mean that the woman, is nothing. No. The woman, I say, I made all of the decisions in the family. Well, that makes me sound really cool. But all these decisions I ran by my wife, and she had to make sure that that was the right decision. And then we would go for it. Sometimes she wouldn't go for it. And without being stubborn, I had to evaluate her views and as she tries to clarify things for me. And then I would decide if we're going to go on with that decision or not. But it's all going to come down to me. And I have no problem doing that. And the reason is, the way I explain this is if the woman, and I find this a lot now, well, guns are dangerous. Oh, they're terrible, and we have children in the house, so you can't have any guns. Okay, so if the man is weak in his leadership, he's going to take his guns and go lock them up or sell them or get rid of them or whatever he's going to do. So now this is what he does. Now somebody is breaking down, kicking the door, trying to get in the house, and then seeing the man and woman is equal, the woman is going to jump up there and protect the family. No, she is not. The woman is going to turn to the man and she's going to say, honey, do something. Like, what are you supposed to do now? You already got rid of your guns. You don't have no access to a gun. Now what are you supposed to do? Go over there and answer the door now? You know what I mean? The man should have taken the lead and thought about this ahead of time and taken the lead in the first place. And I say, whether the woman wants to learn how to use the guns or not, I don't know. It doesn't make no difference. Because the man's role is to protect the family. Now, how are you going to do it if you don't have a gun? I don't know. That's your problem. But that's the way you're supposed to do it. Well, the children in the family. Well, okay, my kids, I don't even think they remember learning how to shoot. They've been shooting ever since they can remember. And it's the same thing. I've been shooting as long as I can remember. So it's not that big of a deal. Now, when you shelter your children from that, you just weakened your leadership responsibility again. As a leader, you should have got your children when they were young and showed them how to handle firearms. Then there won't be no accidents. They won't be playing with guns and all this kind of stuff. But like I say, that's because the man did not take his leadership role seriously. And why did he not take it? One reason, he might have listened to his wife. There's another mistake too. You don't do that. You're supposed to have the gumption to take the leadership and go with it. And the woman should have the gumption to help the man make the right decisions and stand behind him no matter what he decides. Because no matter what happens, it's all going to come back down on the man's shoulders. So in other words, leadership. Take the leadership in the family. When you do it as the man and the wife, the children will learn that. They will be able to handle their leadership role in life, all through life. And I don't know how else to say it. You have to stand up for what is right, both man and wife, mother and father. This is Mike, NoStressMike.com.